See, I'm down the street from the plantation, and here goes a slave house right here. This is where our ancestors lived. Remember the 900 plus slaves that the Camerons had here on the plantation, here at the Stagville plantation? Well, here go the slave quarters right here, where the slaves had to sleep. Our ancestors had to sleep. Right here. See if I can get a picture of this. There go the outhouse right there. Another outhouse where they had to use the bathroom at. But here go right here, slave quarters of our ancestors. Right here. This is where they had to sleep. In this beat up cottage. Right here. Yep. This is the conditions our forefathers and ancestors had to go through. That's why the Lord is going to pay them back with double. We had to drink this cup. Guess what? Now they're going to have to drink the same cup. These living conditions, just like this. All right, shalom. This is brother YAHAWASHI with the GMS North Carolina camp. Out here at the historic Stagville Plantation here in Durham, North Carolina. This is one of the first two-story slave quarters in America before the Civil War era. As you can see, that's like a storage barn right there, you know, out here on this whole plantation. This is what our ancestors had to go through. You know what I'm saying? Working out here in these harsh conditions for Esau, the so-called white man. You know, this is part of our history right here. This is part of the earth helping the woman, you know, revealing everything that our ancestors had to go through when they came here to America on these slave ships. Now, a brief history about this place is Stagville was one of the largest plantations in North Carolina prior to the Civil War and among the largest of the entire South. It said by 1860, the Cameron family, which in North Carolina, that name Cameron is familiar, like with Duke University, the Cameron Indoor Stadium, that's named after this family. It said the Cameron family owned almost 30,000 acres and nearly 900 slaves. So they let you know the Camerons and the Dukes was in cahoots together and they owned slaves. It said Stagville, a plantation of several thousand acres, lay at the center of this enormous estate. The first owner of Stagville Plantation was Richard Bennihan. In 1768, at the age of 25, it said Bennihan moved to North Carolina to seek his fortune as a partner and manager in William Johnson's Little River store at Snow Hill Plantation, located several miles west of Stagville. The nearest town, Hillsboro, was 18 miles away and was just beginning to attract a number of merchants, professional men, and summer gentry. Neither Raleigh nor Durham had been founded at this time. So this was before Raleigh, North Carolina, and Durham, North Carolina was founded. This plantation was here, pre-Civil War era. It says in 1776, Bennihan invested in 1,213 acres of land, which became the core of the plantation lands his family would hold for nearly 200 years. During a period spanning almost 60 years, Richard Bennihan's keen business sense and attention to detail at his store and on the plantation made him one of the wealthiest men in North Carolina. Also in 1776, remember that year, 1776, that's a historic year, remember? That's the birth of the Illuminati in 1776. It says Richard Bennihan married Mary Amos. The couple had 2 children, Rebecca born in 1778 and Thomas born in 1782. It said Rebecca married Duncan Cameron and moved to Farintosh Plantation, which was adjacent to her father's property. Upon his death in 1825, Richard Benningham left all his properties to his son, Thomas. These properties included the holdings of Stagville and many other plantations, encompassing more than 3,900 acres in Granville, Wake, and Orange, part of which became Durham County in 1881 counties. His estate also included a city block in Raleigh. So, that's just a little brief history on this Stagville plantation. I'm about to go see if the inside is open. So we take a look around on the inside, to see what it's like. Hopefully it is open. I'm thinking it might be. Since it's a historic site, they should allow it to be open on the inside. We finna find out. There's like a little storage area right there on this plantation. It looked like where they put slaves at for torture and punishment, man, when they misbehave, because it ain't enough room to store nothing in this little building right here. Look at that. Whew. What is this little thing? Oh, this is a little water hole, little water house or whatever. I'm finna go see if this house is open. So we go inside and take a look around and see the living conditions of our ancestors. Lo and behold, it is open. As you can see, we're inside the house now. I guess this right here is the living room. This is known as the family room, I guess. As you can see, you got chairs and benches and stuff. Old instruments I used to play. Got a flute and clarinet, a wooden flute. We got a card game. You see them playing cards over here. Some more furniture. Got a picture of this Edomite up here. I don't know who this Edomite is. Probably Benihim's daughter or something. A portrait painted of her. Got some books on the shelf. Old vintage books. It's the Holy Bible. Yeah, you see that, Israel? It said Holy Bible on there. Look at that. Big Holy Bibles too. There's a volume 4, Matthew through Revelation. It said Jeremiah through Maccabees. Yeah, so the Bible broken down in different sections back then. Wow. You see that? It said volume 3, Jeremiah through Maccabees, volume whatever, some through Samuel, and then volume 4, Matthew through Revelations. And broken down into 3 different parts of the Bible. All right, so move further through the house. This right here must be a picture of Mr. Benningham. the owner of this house, the Edomite. Of course, it's like the foyer. I guess this is like the writing room where you used to write their letters and notes at. See the pens and ink, feathers, pens they used to write with back then. See, the menu, beef tenderloin and some of the letters they used to write back then. Old desk right here. Go another one. This is head of charter. Something, I don't know what to say. It's like scribble. Oh, this is like a grocery list here. Okay. Well, maybe a list of the stock of spices and goods they had, because they got pepper, sugar, the weight and how much it costs. Who knows? This right here is a bedroom. An old bedroom right here. I don't know who slept in here. That's the dining area where our ancestors had to serve them at. Yep, had to serve these Edomites their food, just like at the scene of Goodbye Uncle Tom. Look at this. You got a silver spoon and look like old brass vases. You gotta see this D on here? Might be for Duke. The letter D. Got these old pictures up here. This is B Cameron. So that's the Cameron right there, one of the Camerons right there. One of the slave owners.